Alright, as promised, we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Rocket Raccoon right here. And of course, it has to come with the spaceship. This is unboxing. Right off the bat here, it's a big box. Here's the side, back. Give you a view of the contents here. You have a breakaway pod there, rocket, some action you can get in there, and of course the spaceship with 3 rocket launchers. Ta-da-da. The top right there. There's the contents right there, and of course on this side you got the team, and bottom side is just the team, and the other side is the ship with rocket. Again, wish that was the actual figure, but I don't think it is. That right there is the figure. Doesn't quite look like he does, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. See if we can get this unboxed for y'all. Out of the box. The sad thing is I've had this since Target came out of it with it, when it costed like $39. Here's the contents. This is the first one that came with instructions. Looks like it's how to build it, how to build the ship. So yeah, I was saying I got this when it costed about $39, and right now you can actually get the ship and rocket for less than that. I think it's $29 right now. Alright. So there's all the pieces, and there's the space pod. And supposedly there's an action there. I believe this is the guy. It's the little man in here. You guys want to remember that with these new boxes, everything comes wrapped in this paper. Make sure you don't throw away any weapons or anything like that. So here he is, little tiny dude. I'll show more detail on him in a second. Just go ahead and pull the rest of this stuff out. Right, there's that. 3 of those. Looks like the controller. 4 of those. Something. Another something. And 3 launchers. And I just want to make sure this last one, the first one, I don't stand away. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and, so what would be cool is if this was translucent instead of like this, but it's what it is right now. But I'm going to go ahead and switch the angle on the camera so we can go ahead and get a closer view of the figure. Alright, so here's the rocket. I'm going to turn on the lights real quick. There we are. There's Rocket right there. He stands at, oh, this is a little bit under 2 inches. And there's the roller. He stands a little bit over 2 inches. which is really tiny for the scale. Obviously, they want to make it more movie accurate, which is fine. However, I don't think the scale actually works if you're trying to stay true to the comic version. And so there he is, just a little bit over 2 inches. As far as points of articulation, he has shoulder pivot, see that there, and of course 360 except for the left arm, which is hindered by that shoulder pad. Right shoulder 360, both look like they have elbow joints. Yep, little peg and pin there. No wrist articulation. Okay, so your wrist is going to be spun by your elbow joint there. Head articulation is basically, there's no up or down. It looks like just a ball peg, but left to right. His face sculpt, not bad. Not great either though. There's the back of him right there. Legs. Let's take a look at the legs. No knee actually no, there is. So there's the knee articulation there. Up, back. I've noticed with the epic heroes, this back articulation on the legs is, hopefully I was focused the whole time. So here's leg, forward, all the way, back. Neither leg goes back. However, there's knee articulation, bends to about right there. Okay, no foot articulation or ankle rocker or anything. So that's very basic. Let's see if I can pull. Yep. This is what's underneath. Just a big ball joint. Basically like the original Rocket, as far as the peg hole. We do have a little bit of articulation there at the tail. However, no up or down, so it's either like this, or you could put it like that, however you like. So that's him. There's Rocket right there. Comparison real quick. Well, let's talk about the sculpt. The sculpt is super small, a little bit over 2 inches. I'm not sure. Let's say if it fits, he fits the scale. Obviously, if it's a movie scale you're looking for, maybe it fits. However, in comparison to with the Rocket we have in the Marvel universe, 3 3/4 inch is compared to the original. Alright, so he's taller than the original, which is good. I still believe the original is much shorter than what it should be. From the comics, shows that Rocket should be 4 inches, or excuse me, 4 feet. And if this is barely over 2 inches, this is definitely under 2 inches. And we can just see that real quick. Yep. It's a little bit under 2 inches. The camera angle is not very good for you guys to see, but he's just about a little under 2 inches, or even right at 2 inches. So when you look at the scale, if Rocket's supposed to be 4 inches in comics, or 4 feet, excuse me again, if he's supposed to be 4 feet in the comics, 2 inches, I don't think it scales right. Here he is compared to our line. There we go. Oh. There he is compared to Star-Lord in the 3 3/4 inch. I'm going to use his tail. Without that ankle articulation, it's really hard to stand him up, you know. So there he is compared to Star-Lord. Drax. Of course, Drax towers over him. Again, if your collection is scaled for the movie, he might fit well. However, like I said, if it's more comic based, which most of the Marvel 3 3/4 inch is set up for, I don't think he scales very well at all. But that also goes for the original as well. Here he is compared to Yondu. And Yondu looks amazing. I like that sculpt. I can't even see him. Oh no. There it is. One thing I wish they had done was the wrist articulation on these figures. This is one based on the movie. And of course his buddy and pal. You got I am Groot. So I get him in there without going too crazy. There you go. Alright, that's what it looks like compared to the rest of the crew there. It's a pretty cool figure. If you, like I say, if you're movie based, I think in the movie he's supposed to be a little bit above 2 feet, maybe almost 3 feet. So that might pair well with this setup. Star-Lord's supposed to be 6'1", and so I mean, just looking at him there compared to Star-Lord, I mean that's half of Star-Lord, so he's supposed to be around 3 feet. This version, okay. Comparison to some stuff I'm working on, and some ideas for you all who are doing the custom thing. And let me just see if we can get the pose here with his pal. There we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. So he fits well with Groot from the Marvel Universe lineup. But like I said, I don't think he goes well with the lineup as far as scale for the comics. So for some ideas for you customizers, you know what, let's do a quick comparison to what we got in the Marvel Legends lineup. And this is the route I think I will go when I build my collection, is I go with Marvel Legends, and here he is. And this is actually, that head is from Volume 2 Rocket. And both these guys, compared to the Epic series, are about, almost a whole inch taller. And let's double check that real quick. So he's just under 3 inches. This is the Volume 3. Volume 2 is also just under 3 inches. So these two are about an inch taller than Volume 3 Epic series. And to my calculations, their actual height is more in line with what they would be, what he would be in the comics. And so with that said, and I love this head sculpt. I mean, this is pretty sick. I wish they'd have done that with this. This is the original head for this guy. So this head is supposed to go on this guy, but this sculpt is pretty sick. So you got a head swap there. One thing you'll notice too is with both of these is you got some more articulation there on the tail, but the tail comes out real easy and it's sad. Come on. Oop. So not only can you spin, but you can also go up, down. Now you're gonna make me a liar. Up and down. Same thing goes for this tail. Volume 2. Points articulation for this guy are amazing. He's just well built. This guy not so much, but he is more, more fur anyway. I wish they would have done more work with his ankles. These are just like pegs that just come in out real sad. And then same thing with his hands. Spin. They're just little pieces of just a peg basically. So ideas for customizing. First, you could do a simple head swap from the original Marvel Universe 3.75 Rocket head swap onto either of those figures. And if you do that, again, you're still going to be around an inch taller than the Epic series. Okay, but like I said, I think that's more to scale for comics anyway. So that's first thing you do, custom head swap. Just head swap, or you can use the movie head. That's up to you. Second thing you can do is you can make a body. And this is what I've done and what I'm working on. And you can see pins and stuff still on this guy, but this is a puck body and arms with some legs and some feet I customized. Custom head here with the grimacing face, jet backpack, magnetized, and he is probably the closest to scale in my opinion, standing at about 2 7/8 inch, so a little bit shorter than the Legends lineup, but I think, like I said, he is to scale in the 3 3/4 inch scale. So if you compare these two together, you can see still about an inch difference. And but this guy, what I'm working on here is you have some great articulation. This, I don't know where this gun came from, but I think it looks awesome. It's kind of spacey. So articulation on this guy, I mean, you can go up and down with his head, side to side, arms 360, plus bicep swivel, elbows pivot, wrist pivot, and some wrist articulation for gun wielding, and that's on both arms. And you can see here the pins. Like I said, this is a puck version modification, and I used his arms, so kind of trimmed them down, and then also added some hands that have some articulation there. Feet, I also made a ab crunch for him. So as far as feet are concerned, he's very posable, and then you got a ball joint here for the feet, so you can rock, there's a lot to do, you can do a lot with it. So that's option 1, or option 2. Okay. Another option that I came about recently, and I'm seriously considering, is taking one of the same Epic Hero toys and modifying it. Well, Epic Hero, I believe they make these toys, but they see this guy. He's a head swap right now, but this is from Fortnite. All right, and he stands. These figures, these are the minis, I think is what they're called. I'm not sure. He stands about 2.5 inches. All right, and this guy has great articulation. I mean, obviously head, arms, same as what you got on this guy right here. Arms, elbow. However, you don't have the elbow pivot on this guy, but you have wrist articulation. You also have legs there, okay, and you have knee, but you also have waist swivel. You don't have ankle pivot, you don't have knee pivot or swivel. However, when you get the size, 2.5 inches, all right, so he's a little bit bigger, and, but you're missing your elbow pivot or swivel, and your knee swivel, but you're gaining some waist articulation. And like I said, I'm making a dabbled, a kid pool dabbled out of one of these guys, and I was like, hey, this could actually make a good rocket, possibly. And so that's what I'm thinking. And if you take off the head, let's see if I can get this done for you guys. Take off the head, and then add the Marvel Universe head. It kind of looks kind of funny. You need to get more material in the head there, but it doesn't look bad. I think it would work. Again, I don't think it would be quite to scale on the 2.5 inches right there. Quite to scale for the comics version at 2.5 inches. I'm not sure what that converts to, but I mean, that's another option if you want to find a healthy middle between comics and the movie. This could be a good customization middle ground. And if you look here, I did make a scale. He'd be 3 foot 8 inches here at 2.5 inches in 3 3/4 inch scale, and that's with the base being a 6'3" Cyclops, measuring at 4 1/4 inches, and then you do the math, and this is how you get that this height here. So he'd be at 3 foot 8 inches. So he's not quite 4 feet, but he's bigger than this guy, which would be well under. I didn't even go that low for 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches. I don't even have. So he's going to be well under 3 feet. He's going to be around about 3 feet at 2 inches. Okay, let's see. But hey, that's an option. You can also make these elbows and knees have swivel. You just got to do some modifications. As for this guy, again, articulation, not bad. Elbow and knee pivot joints are not bad. They swing, pivot, do what they need to do. No ankle or wrist articulation, which is sad. No neck articulation. Sculpt on the head is pretty good. Like I said, I think if you're looking for the movie, this sculpt is not bad. Not as good as this sculpt, you know, or even, I hate to say it, I even hate to say it, this sculpt. It looks more Rocket Raccoon here, actually. So, yeah, this one might actually, I might actually prefer this over this one. I'm not sure. But, yeah, thing you're missing, you know, thigh swivel, ankle articulation, wrist articulation, abdomen articulation. But you do get a nice little figure for your collection that does scale if you're looking for a movie scale, but doesn't scale for comic scale. And like I said, in the comics, supposed to be 4 feet. If he's 4 feet, you know, he's gonna be more along the lines of 3 inches, you know, 3 3/4 inches. Excuse me, 2 3/4 inches. That's how tall he's going to be. Between 2 3/4 and 3 inches is what you're looking for if you're looking for comic scale. For movie scale, this guy was probably fits the bill. It is nice to have a rocket that is small and has decent articulation. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep him. Just because I've been building this guy and I want to get him done, and I think he's more in line with the scale. I might build one out of this Fortnite figure, or one of the Fortnite figures that are in the mini. Would you guys be interested? I'm not sure. Would people be interested in kind of a more articulated version of Rocket at this level or this scale? I don't think I'd sell this guy, just because there's so much work into him already. But there's the options you got there for Rocket. Got the first option, keep it movie scale, and go from there. Second option is get a Legends, which, by the way, the Legends does come with a sick gun. I mean, this thing is nasty. I'm gonna use this gun for this guy. But look at that gun that comes with the Legends. That thing was sick. But anyway, so there's option 2. Get a Legends. I think I just pushed pause there. Option 2, get a Legends. Well, that's Legends Volume 3. Or Legends Volume 2. Up to you whether you want fur or the suit. Either are good options. Okay. Option 1, buy the Epic Series. Option 2, buy the Legends, which will be more along the lines of comic version height. Option 3, this probably before that one. Get one of these Fortnite minifigures. I forget what they're called exactly, but Fortnite minis. Do a head swap with your Marvel Universe current Rocket. You're gonna have to build out his head with some tack or something. If I were to do this, I think I'd probably give him a pivot there on the neck, and then obviously put some more permanent stuff in the head itself, so that way it stays better. So option 2, make yourself a Fortnite modified Rocket. And option 3 for me, which is really my option number 1, is build with a puck body and make him super articulated. So those are your options. That's Rocket Volume 3 in the Epic Series lineup. And that's a wrap. Just as an update, I did want to bring the ship out, and so I'm going to go ahead and pull out the camera and zoom out a little bit so that that can be seen. Just realizing this is a 30-minute video. Holy moly. Anyway. I can't even fit him in. Anyway. This is the ship. It is very chintzy. I mean, look at. It looks nice on the outside from right here. This angle. I'm going to knock everybody over. And that's okay. Alright. It looks nice. Like, Mike, it looks decent like this. Knock over Groot too. Looks decent right there. But once you look at the backside, what in the world? And this is some, I mean, it's some thin plastic right there. You know, easy to assemble. Of course, you got the full feature of the gun, right? See if we can get. Okay, knocked him out. And then, which is really hard to do, if you want to take out the shuttle, there you go. The wings fit right here into these little slots, and it's a hard pull. Anyway, here's the rocket, or the little pod. The little rocket's supposed to go in here, and you know, I guess those are supposed to be things that he holds on to. But he will not hold on to those. I mean, look at these little holes compared to this. Yeah, right. And there's no other place for him. Maybe, no. Yeah, I don't know why those are supposed to be things for him to hold on to. He's not going to hold on to that. So, there he is, a shuttle, or a little pod. I think I will add some, if I were to keep this, I'd probably add some clear red there, make it a little more shiny-ish, more realistic. I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to keep this guy. I'm going to lose money trying to return it to Target if I return him. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, there's Rocket Raccoon Volume 3 Epic Hero Series. And then some options for customization. I don't think I would customize this guy much. Well, if I did, you know, I'd give him a waist articulation. I would try to give him some wrist articulation there. Maybe a bicep swivel, and definitely some ankle articulation. I mean, these ankles, it would be amazing if this ankle's articulated in just a little bit, you know. But to get a ball joint or something like that for this size, so it's a hard sell for sure. Anyhow, there he is, little Rocket. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it's so long. If you guys stayed to the end, hey, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. Which option would you choose, or which option do you choose? And if there's any other options you guys got, or any other customs you've done for Rocket, share them. Love to hear it. Anyway, one thing I forgot. Here's Rocket with the epic line, and Groot from the Marvel Universe. Like I said, he probably fits well with movie-based scale. Some people asked me to do a review on Star-Lord in the scale or with the Epic. Star-Lord's body is exactly the same as this guy, and I am not impressed with the articulation on Drax. Hardly impressed with the head sculpt, even though it looks decent if you're looking for a movie. However, I'd rather keep the Drax Marvel Universe body and head anyway, and maybe just do a whole body sculpt on my own for if I want the body suit. That's just my opinion. However, that's Rocket with that set or that team. That's what he looks like. And of course, you got Groot. Hope you enjoyed, and catch you next time.